Hey and welcome to my latest video. My name's Daniel and today I am so excited. I get to show you and demonstrate my brand new custom brush set that I have made in partnership with Craftimo. So let's take a look. So here they are, and how amazing does that cover look? There's only going to be 300 of these brush sets. They are going to be released on the 13th of June 2024. And if you haven't already, you can sign up at the Craftimo website to be notified when they are released. Right, let's take a look. You've also got this card on the inside, which if you flip this over, you have information about the brush set on there. But let's just put that away for now and start looking at the brushes. So these are my essential brushes for all of my realistic wildlife art, whether that is painting lions, tigers or turtles. These are the brushes that I will use. So first off, I've got the big flat brush. This is a 20mm flat brush, so the width is 20mm. I use the flat brush mainly for block-ins, washing colour over a blank canvas, and glazing colours over a more refined painting. Next up is my filbert brush, and this is my size 10 filbert brush. I call it size 10 because it's 10mm across. This filbert is probably the most versatile brush. I use it in the initial stages for backgrounds, and for blocking in underpaintings where that flat brush is too big. But I can also use it in a more refined way, to start rendering the painting to create form. It's especially good for creating softer looking fur that isn't overly detailed. Now we start getting on to slightly more detailed things, and this is where my second filbert brush comes in. This is a size 4 filbert brush, but it's actually slightly longer than the other filbert brush. So it's a lot narrower but also longer, which means I can create longer smooth strokes. This brush is perfect for creating more detailed fur. I like to do the more detailed fur in the areas that are in the light. It's great for fine lines, but you can also use the flat edge to create broader and softer looking lines, which is great for the variations within that fur. Then when I want even more control with my marks, I have this number 3 round brush, which I use for areas like the nose, areas like the eyes. This is perfect for getting longer smooth strokes that just have that slight bit more control, slight bit more precision than the filbert brush. This brush is great for when you want shorter strands of fur that aren't super tiny. You can still load quite a lot of paint onto this brush, which means you can cover large areas with more precise marks than with the filbert. I use it mostly for the fur and around the eyes of the animals that I'm painting. Then the final 2 brushes that I use are 2 of the best brushes I've ever used. I cannot get these in any other brand the way that they are here. I had to custom make these myself. The first is my tiny detail rigger brush. This is for those super tiny details that only require very, very small quantities of paint. It's super precise and super controlled. I'll use it for the eyes for adding highlights and small details. And I will also use it for those tiny individual single strands of fur. And then the final brush in the collection, and probably one of my favourites, which is perfect for painting things like lion fur or long strands, is this liner brush. And it's a size 4 liner brush, which means it's 4mm across here. It's quite long, but it's got a very short handle when compared with the other brushes. The reason for that is because I can get a little bit more control, and it just opens up a little bit more precision when I'm trying to create very neat, precise lines. Which is perfect for those really long strands of fur, like in this Highland cow's hairdo, and also things like lions' manes. But where this brush really excels is whiskers. It is probably the best brush that I have ever used that creates perfect, neat whiskers every single time. To celebrate the launch of my brand new brush set on June 13th, I'm going to be going live here on YouTube. It would be fantastic if you could join me. And please do go to the Craftimo website and sign up to be notified when these brushes get released. There's only 300, so if you want a set for yourself, you're going to need to sign up and get one before they're gone. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on June 13th.